Hi everybody, it's July 19th, 2016, and we've gotten some just amazing images, amazing information, just a incredible 2 days. In addition to what we've shown previously in the last two videos, we're getting some night vision stuff going on, I guess you could say, at Clark's Point South. This is the moon traversing the sky at about 3 o'clock local time, and you can see what I'll do is I'll try to stretch this out a little bit. And I'm going to go across. You can see this. Do you see the object coming up from the right? And then it kind of takes on a shape and then moves right under the moon. Another amazing capture by the WSO community. And it's subscribers, by the way, that make this thing work, man. And I make no bones about it. So I just want to take a look at a couple of the Skycams, all Skycam network, and the first one we're looking at is Norfolk, and it is July 19th. And what's interesting about this is, first of all, I don't know what time it is in this picture, but number two, it is showing a pretty strong manifestation. And what this is the camera's locked in on 1453. Again, this is, I think that, yeah, that's an accurate time. Never mind. This is in England, and this is from Norfolk, and this is showing this green object planet structure again with a ring around it now. And if you'll stop right here, what it'll do is we'll stop it on one of these so you can see the ring, and we'll just zoom in on that sucker. You can start to see that ring there. Check it out. See how it's got a kind of a ring around it? The second thing that we've got here in this picture, which is interesting, is this series of orbs and things like that going around in the middle, but there's also a faint red orb right here as well, which I think is, this is the red orb that we're seeing, and this is a planetary object of some sort. The next Skycam that I wanted to look at real quick is the one in Moonglow. And Moonglow is showing these dots that seem to stay in one place. Those could be camera aberrations of some sort, but still it's kind of a ominous view, because it kind of matches up with what we saw in Germany yesterday. Does everybody remember when we got these three dots just a couple of days ago on the Core 2 and Core 1 images, where we got the three circles? Remember those? Well, here's a cool, interesting corroboration, and I'm going to put Cumberland up here too, because this is from the 15th. But you can see these like kind of orbs going up into space, and this large orb in the back. I know it's weird, right? Anyway, this comes from in the sky in the sunset in UK at their local time, 10:11, July 8th. It was about 22:11. And see the three orbs? 1, 2, 3. And then in the opposite sky, he had what I'm guessing is the moon and some other object, or moon object, object moon, whatever it is. I don't know. So basically, here's two pictures from the UK that kind of show us now with hand photography from the side, from basically from the Earth, where we're actually seeing the same orb pattern. Very interesting. This one is worthy of its own mention. This is from Poland yesterday. Thumb test in place, and still seeing the large orb planet object in the sky. From Poland yesterday. Now guys, let's take a break. I've been showing you, connecting the dots, and showing you that this system, this Nibiru system, the system that has been told about from times past and has been seen in our prophecies and our scriptures, and we know is going to happen. In the last couple of days, I'm just showing a couple of the images from today and from yesterday. We have captured this object, and NASA just took down H1 after we had captured it. You will see clearly that there's the ejections from the sun are going towards an object here and an object here. So that I think today is a turning point in terms of what's happening with WSO. This is so convincing, of course, people, that we need to start thinking about how we're going to prepare. And what I mean by that is, I'm coming to you because WSO is in the process of building 200 groups around the world. We're setting up a ham radio station. We're going to be setting up places where people can come camping, wink wink, all over the world. And quite frankly, this thing has gotten bigger than me and even my staff of just a few volunteers that we've got going on right now. So I guess what I'm asking you guys is to help us float this boat a little while. We're going to need some help. And I'm not talking about I don't want to see, you know, people that are struggling sending money to WSO. That's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is people that can handle a little bit of investment, because what we're going to do with that money is we're going to build these groups. And we're going to build places where people can go. We're going to start giving relocation advice. We're going to move as quickly as we can. And the sense of urgency is high. And that's why I wanted to take just a moment to ask you to click on the PayPal link below. If you have some extra resources, to give them to WSO so that we can move quickly and help to expand this ministry out so that we can reach as many people as possible. And I promise you it will be used with integrity. Let's get back to the show. So anyway, that was actually a good place to restart the discussion, because today, of course, if you missed it, Wayne and I actually captured on H1, which is now down. They've taken this camera down, where we clearly see a huge object in the corner, and we see an object here in this frame where you can see the coronal mass ejections actually going towards those. And I can see why they would want to shut that down, everybody, okay? This is pretty close proximity to Earth. I don't know how far back it is, though. It could be far back. But if this thing's swinging around to come around this way, we'll try to keep an eye on it if they leave the images up. But we captured the granddaddy of all H1s today, and I'm really proud of Wayne and WSO and how we worked together to get there. And just to bring you up to speed on the story, guys, there's a solar system that we believe has entered ours. It's foretold in the book of Revelation. In the book of Revelation, it talks about wormwood, the star that would go by our Earth. Well, we postulate and think that that wormwood is not just a star, but it's a star system. It's also known as Nemesis, Marduk, Herboculus. Why would I even try that one? Nemesis. It takes on a bunch of different names. But what we've been discovering in the last couple of days and now what I'm showing you is a telescopic image from the sun from a couple of days ago on Saturday. We're actually now able to make up other orbs, and we're actually able to corroborate the images that we're getting from everywhere else. So this is real. This is a very, you know, it's kind of a grave, sobering thing to come into contact with. And this is probably a good time for me to tell you, if you're scared, what should you do? Well, if you're scared, the first thing you need to do is reach out to one of our groups and see if you can make some contact with some folks and just have somebody to talk to about it. Number two, to prevent being scared, is you really need a relationship with Yeshua, Jesus Christ, okay? And I'm not going to make any bones about it. That's the approach I take, and I want to invite you also into that relationship with him. And seriously, all you have to do is reach your heart out to him, and he will answer you, I promise. But anyway, this image was so disturbing coming from a telescope, and now we're starting to pick up more of the detail of what we were seeing in this image. And again, just look at the multicolor of that orb, and it is reminiscent of a planet or some type of it could also be wormwood itself, an ugly black star that's being illuminated. Some other photographs from today that I wanted to get into. This one is interesting because this is an ISS photograph from yesterday. But what it brings up is, you remember this little thing that we keep seeing here? Because we can see the back end of the camera with this particular image where it's reflecting, you can actually see the number of the camera and stuff like that. You can see these multiple rings around the camera that go below the horizon here. But you can actually see that that's actually a connector that connects this device, whatever that is inside of the camera. But as soon as we get that explanation, we have a more interesting mystery, which is what the heck is behind the camera? What is it taking a picture of? And again, it's a big, huge, apparent orb, you know? And so every time we debunk something, it seems like we come up with something else. Here's my favorite Roy in the whole world giving us some more information. He keeps a good eye on these sky cams for us. And check out what Roy caught. Just an extremely intense manifestation of a blue-red object of some sort. And if you miss any of this stuff, just stop it, you know, and look at it a little closer yourself. But this is another image from ISS today, and now we're seeing that kind of, this could be part of that actual device in the background. But it also could be something out in space too that it matches what we saw in the H1. And then here's something from Switzerland, and what we were postulating here is that this is the actual object, and it's got a refraction pattern through this cloud that would make a logical kind of a refraction like that. So somebody's trying to slow me down, and that's the object. I'd have to agree with them. So I love you all, man, and please join our group. James at WSOWorldwide.com will put you with a local person. Again, we have no affiliate. We just met each other in the last couple of months. We're just vetting each other, and no, this is not some kind of cult or anything like that. This is just people trying to get together and learn things from each other and have some friends that know what's going on so that you guys can help each other. Okay? God bless you all, and until tomorrow, Steve Olson's off from WSO.